We are going to go over 3 cues to help with your deadlift form. So number 1 is our shoulder position. One of the bigger mistakes that I see with deadlifts is rounding of the shoulders, and thus that leads to rounding of our spine. So what you'll see is not getting those shoulders tight and just pulling that weight off of the ground, how that puts you in a rounded, disadvantageous position. What we want to think about, one cue that I like to use is thinking about if there's a golf ball in the back of your armpit and you have to squeeze that to keep it from falling out. So if we are thinking about that cue, and we think about squeezing our shoulders back and then lifting the weight off of the floor. So that keeps our shoulders in a much better position, and that'll help prevent some of that rounding in the spine. Number 2 is our chest and our hips should be rising at the same time. So another big mistake that I see with deadlifts is we start to pull the weight off the floor and then the hips come up and then we finish off the deadlift hinging a lot through that spine. So if the hips come up too fast, then that just puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on our back and our spine. So if we think about our chest and our hips moving up at the same time together, we're first thinking about setting those shoulders back, and then chest and hips move together, and that's going to be a lot more of an advantageous position. You're going to feel stronger, and it's going to be safer on your back. Number 3 cue is thinking about pushing the ground away with your feet. This will just help you feel a lot more grounded and give you more force production. So if we're only thinking about pulling the weight up off of the floor, then it could just feel a lot more tiring. Whereas we think about really grounding our feet down into the floor, and with all of those other cues, right? Thinking about pushing the floor away from us with our feet, then we're able to produce a lot more force in our deadlift. So I hope those 3 things helped you out. Let me know how it goes.